This week we are furniture building and trying to sort out this headboard situation. Let me just remind you of the material. So this is the one we've chosen. What I've realised is the way we want to have it sitting on the wall is sort of sideways rather than up and down with the pattern. That would be up and down and that would be sideways, just for reference. By having it sideways, basically, because the Sprinter has got a curve on the top, it means that I'd lose the pattern, which I don't want to do. So what we're thinking of doing is using the 3mm lamb board, bringing it down to about here. I think it's about 150, having that go all the way across, and then put in the material below so it looks like a proper headboard. And the lamb board's actually coming in this section anyway, because we're having a space here before we then have our Rico board for the kitchen. I think it'll be a nice follow through actually. I think it'll look really nice. So we're basically just going to give it a go and see what it looks like. If we put it on there and decide that we don't like it, we're just going to rip it off. We do have an alternative material that we can put there that would go from the ceiling straight down. But I think the lamb board will be quite a nice separating thing, and also then the lights can fit onto the top. We've got the 2 USB lights so they can sit onto the top of the lamb board, nice and flush, rather than sitting onto the material. Once this side here gets completed, Stu's on about fitting in the shower or toilet room here. So yeah, you'll start seeing it take some real shape then. But yeah, let's get this sorted first and then we can go from there.
It'll look lush, you won't have any problems.
See, I think that looks quite cool. And now it's straight.
It will go when the beads on. There you go, that's your headboard.
What do you think, love?
I like it.
After all that work putting up the material on the headboard, we realised it was a bit damaged, so it's all had to come back off again. I then ended up going to the material shop and choosing another one, and it's looking fantastic. So I'll just show you and you can let me know what you think. And what about that? So it's more plain, it's more of a linen sort of texture, and it's definitely smoother than the other one, and there's no pattern, so I do think it actually looks a lot nicer, and it goes better with the back doors as well. Yes, we've got both on actually, I've just noticed. We've got both back door cards on, so that looks really, really good. And what we've done at the top there is like put the lamb board, and then we've put We've put a strip to seal it all together. I just think that looks wicked. These are obviously for the lights. But yeah, I'm thrilled with that. That looks really, really good. I think we'll probably use that for this end as well, just this section. And then the lamb board on the top. But that might change, as you've seen, you know, things do change when you're building a van. Sometimes you have an idea in your mind and then it changes. But I think as well, if you can see the colour, they all blend together lovely. We've already got our Rico boards, that's here ready and waiting. We're going to have a white panel here, so the white's going to sit in the centre, and then the Rico board will go here obviously for the kitchen. And then the 3mm lamb board should be here today actually, so the walls can start getting their colours on. In fact, I think the floor's due today as well, so yeah, once all the stuff comes, we'll be able to make a good start on it all now. In terms of materials, I think we're pretty much there, we're on point, we've got everything we want. It's just a case of putting it all together now. Stu's assured me this week this van is going to take some serious movement. So the end of this video, I'm hoping that we'll have the bed in at the back, the shower toilet door, the walls covered in the lamb board, and these 2 chairs will be in. Now the reason I want the 2 chairs in is because I want to order the foam, and I can't order the foam until I know the sizes. But also I've got somebody locally who's going to be covering them for us, so I need to let them know quite soon what material I want so that they can get it covered in time for us, because it does take a little while to get them all done. That's what we're hoping for anyway. So watch this space and we'll see if I'm right by the end of the vid how much we got done. So that's the first of the wall coverings going on, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It's also got a bit of a textured linen-y feel to it, so yeah, I really like that. Whereas the ceiling one's plain, this one's got a bit of texture, and that's going to go right across there, and then Stu can put the seats in. And that's the black trim on as well. So it's just got a bit to do in the centre there, but to be fair, we were waiting for a new reel and it's just taken delivery of our new Camping Uno. Stu's gone a little bit upmarket this time and got us a nice shiny packaging one. Absolutely love this game, it's brilliant. You can spend hours and hours on it. What games do you play when you're in your van? Oh my god, I can't believe I just asked you what camping games you play. Like, That's awful. So the second panel's about to go on. Stu's got it all cut and prepped, ready to go. Stu's obviously had to make cutouts for this. Betty did say he's going to have to scribe around the top there and cut around this window. Because, yeah, it's going to be a bit fiddly. But nothing he can't handle. But here it is. Holes all cut out. Looks fantastic. I cannot wait to see that all in. It's going to make such a huge difference. And then the chairs can go in, and then the shower can go in, and then everything's going to happen. It's going to be amazing. I know it's ridiculous how excited I am, but the thing is, right, I've been waiting a long time. This van only managed to sit in it last week for the first time. So can you imagine what it feels like watching it, you know, transpire when we've got like other vans that seem to be in and out in no time at all, and this one's just still sitting here. They have done loads on it, I've got to say, they have. It just feels... I'm being impatient, okay? It's me, it's my fault. I'm really, really impatient because I just want it done now, you know? I want to go away and enjoy some family time. But I'm sure this is what everyone feels like when they're having their vans converted. Don't matter who you are, whether you're a self-builder or you come to us, whatever it is, right? I know deep down everyone feels like this. And it is a really frustrating time. Exciting at the same time, but frustrating too, definitely. And I'm not going to beat around the bush and say it's all rosy, because there are days when you just feel really, really annoyed. But we're getting there, and that's the main thing. Ah, Stu, that looks amazing. Fair play, you've taken ages to do that as well.
We're getting there. Wall is 99% done. I've just got to trim this panel now to the reveal, and I'm also putting the floor down.
Da, 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 da.
We went to our local supplier and just picked up what we wanted from there.
And it does look absolutely stunning. He's even managed to get my points completely centred, because that was a big deal for me, wasn't it?
That's what you wanted. That's what you got.
Thank you, babe. Appreciate it.
So yeah, we're going to do the floor in here.
Yeah.
Well, it's down. I've just got to trim it now. We're going to lay the floor in the garage.
Yeah.
Which then means the next step is going to be to put the 2 bench seats in. So
Woohoo!
we'll finally have 6 seat belts in here. We can get the foam and cushions done for them.
Yeah.
Then I can put the battery and inverter in the garage because
Nice.
the floor's down. And because this bench seat, the forward-facing bench seat at the back is where the electric board is going. And then we're putting an aircon unit under the rear-facing bench seat where I am now.
So have you got the electric board made yet, or is that something you've got to do as well after?
That's on the list of things to do. I need the bench seat to be in so I can get my dimensions.
Nice. I've also noticed you've put some like switches and stuff on. I didn't see those last time.
Yeah, so there's 3 USB points. What are they for?
The kids, innit? It's gotta be.
So I put fast chargers in. So they got quick charge type A's, but there's also a type C on there because they use both.
That's really cool.
So they've now got quick charge, so that will charge their iPad faster than they're depleting it when they're using it.
Oh, so like when we're on the road for a long journey, for say like in Europe or whatever,
Exactly.
that'll just keep going.
Basically what that is, that's called a peacekeeper.
Wicked. Thanks, babes. Right, I'm going to let you crack on then.
Right, you all heard that?
Paul said, you cut, he'll suck. Can't believe the floor's been down less than 10 minutes and you're already putting holes in it.
Gotta be done.
So while the boys are working on the van and putting the seats in and doing all the bits that they've got to do, I've come to the other unit and I'm going to get this place painted. So this is going to be the office space. So as you can see, it's all been dry lined. Definitely needs a lick of paint before we start getting furniture in here. Can't help on the van, so I help where I can. So that's my job today. I'm not going to bore you with the painting, right? No. So once I'm done here, I'm going to go back to see how much they've managed to do. So they've told me they're going to try and get 2 of the chairs in. And obviously you've seen the floor already and that's looking really, really lovely. I know he said he's got to do the garage. So yeah, just see how much we can get done in a day, isn't it? That's the first coat done. It's taken about an hour and a half, something like that. But it's all had one coat. We're going to head back now and see what the boys are up to. Look at this for progress. Which bit's this, love?
This is the toilet wall.
Closest to the bed.
Yes.
Looking good, all scribed and fabulous, ready to go in. These chairs are already bolted in, are they?
Yes, they are done. They are solid. They go metal touching metal, spreader plates, M12 by tensile bolts, all the usual jazz.
So basically, just got to do some MDF on those now for the backs, order some foam and then get those upholstered. There's quite a big space there now, so the boys will have a nice big bed. We're going to have a table in the centre there. Are you going to do it where it's like on the wall fixed, or are you going to do like one of the What do they call the gas ones?
Oh, you're on about the hydraulic ones. I'll be honest with you, I haven't got that far yet.
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead a bit.
Yeah, could potentially do a hydraulic one that went down, because I can make the tabletop any size I like.
Yeah.
And I can just push down. I think that would be the easiest way, but you can also have a wall-mounted one. What we've done is we've made a full-length bed, because obviously the boys are only getting bigger.
It looks fantastic. And actually,
They are absolutely paramount. Solid.
yeah, I'm glad we went with the white backboards now as well. Brightens it up.
I kind of made a little bit of a mistake.
Why?
Because I put that a bit too high.
Right.
So when I go to put my window blind on, it's going to hit it. But I have a plan. I'm going to do a feature. You know, like we're having a deco piece on the ceiling?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do a matching piece for the window.
Sweet.
Which will allow me to bring it down to about here, and I can move those down to there.
Oh, yeah, sneaky. I like it though.
Yeah. Thought they were lower. In fact, they were a little bit lower. But there's a metal cross member is also right for here.
Yeah,
I didn't want to put them all down here, because I thought then the kids are going to keep hitting them with their knees. So
And they kind of put them in at a bit of an angle as well, and then they just mess them up, don't they? Oh, don't worry, it's cool. It's all good. It's looking amazing. So that bit now you're going to fix in. Does that mean we're going to have like a proper toilet room by the end of today?
working on it.
You're doing well. The back's done as well, and at the floor, so I'm just going to show them that. There you go. They've done the floor this morning, and yeah, I really love that. I think that's really, really nice. We got this locally as well. It's a high, like, commercial grade one, so that should last us forever. But we did talk about maybe getting like the penny matting or something just to put on top, you know, depending on how much we're in and out of our garage, because obviously if you're in and out of it quite a lot, you don't want to cause any damage to that. We've still got this bit to do. That won't take us long. I think the plan there is to get the bed in. Get Emilia's bed made and then get the electrics and our bed in before we probably target that area anyway. There's the material that side, looking lovely. It's blending nice with our greys that we've chosen. So yeah, it's really coming together. They've worked really, really hard on it. I'm really chuffed. And yeah, we'll see what happens now later on today.
What's the this job on there?
Yeah, I think that looks really smart. Oh no, definitely the white.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, so then you can put like the alley trim on top of that.
Go out, down, trap it in.
Yeah.
See it be bombed.
Yeah, I like that. Good idea.
It brightens it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's mint.
Push.
Makes it pop.
We like that, don't we?
We do, we like that a lot.
We'll see what the gaffer says.
Looks nice, but I've already got other plans for that.
Ugh. Really?
Stu's got plans.
So he's just said actually he's going to stick a black hex along there because he's got black hex going in the back in the garage, so makes sense actually, have a bit of a matching theme going, and we are going to be using the black hex to put obviously logos and stuff on as well, so I think it'll finish off really nice. So what Stu's doing, which I didn't realise he was going to do actually, was instead of having two straight panels and then adding in another panel behind to create the chair, he's actually doing it with the one board. So he said he's going to do that because it keeps the weight down on the van without obviously having the two boards. But also we're not then having to have alley trim. We're going to do the black trim that we're going to use in for that section here. But what that means is that this bathroom or toilet wall effectively doubles up as the back seats of the chair as well. Quite clever, I think. Also had a bit of a change of heart. I'm not going to have any Rico board put in the van after all. So originally I was going to put Rico here for the kitchen, but Stu's got two here he said I can choose from. I just don't think they're going to match. I don't think they're going to look right. So I'm going to put the white... Sorry, I'm not going to. Stu is going to put the white board across here as well, and then it means then I can have the composite worktop, which is like that anthracite grey and it's got the sparkle in it, and then we're going to create an upstand with that instead. That then means we can have the openings on the side, which will also be black trimmed as well, because I did think at one point it might be worth me changing the colour of the worktop, which I didn't really want to do. I have my heart set on the sparkle, so better be in stock is all I can say. When it comes to ordering it, it better be there. So in fact I better start looking at that now just to make sure that we don't miss the slot. Stu's currently scribing that piece of board. He has said actually it's the hardest piece to do in the whole of this van. He'll be pleased once that's done, I'm sure he will. And after quite a few hours, that's it done, and it looks absolutely amazing. Ooh, is that the shower frontal, babe?
Yes.
It's exciting. You've done so much this weekend. I'm really impressed. The van's coming amazing.
It's been a good weekend, to be fair. So much time has gone into the prep of that van. It should hopefully now move quite quickly. As I said, a lot of the hard stuff is done. Still a lot to do, to be fair, but plug away at it. Carpentry is going in, or the cabinetry, should I say. And you can start to get a feel for the space and, you know, how it's going to look. And
what he didn't tell you was he's already started cutting out our cupboards as well. These are going to look ace. This is to go where our bed is. So yeah, that's so exciting. So yeah, there's a lot more going on and he's letting on.
Am I having to be like this in my bed?
you'd be lucky to be able to sit up. Well, if you want to sit up, you've got seats for that.
Lie down then, let's see how long you are. See how you feel the floor.
Bear in mind, she's above the wheel arches, so... Right, go on, lie down. Yeah, she's got plenty of space. She's still, 300 mil.
Yeah, she's asked for something special in her bed though. What do you want in there? Pink LEDs. I'm sure.
Pink LED lights, yeah.
I'm sure your dad will sort that out for you, love.
I have actually got some RGB lights with a remote control as well.
Feel like a disco in your bed. So we've just come back from the shops and completely blown away by what he's done. So we've got some lights in there, his USB, but cupboards! You didn't see that, did you, properly? Cupboards! That looks insane. Oh my gosh, that is like a proper camper now. Wow. That's beautiful. Are you shoving the tambour door on as well, love?
Today, no.
He's just come back, bless him, he's got a sandwich.
Yeah.
But you are on a promise for a beef dinner. I'm about to go and cook it for you.
Oh boy. I'm happy with that.
Thought you might be. I'm happy with this. I'm so chuffed with this. This looks absolutely incredible. So the frontals, is that going to be like before, so we can have them coming over? Mm-hmm. That'll be nice.
No, so I don't get splinters on my body.
Yeah, your dad's putting the trim on. Fair play, he hasn't stopped today. Well, all weekend he hasn't stopped. And a massive thank you to Paul as well, because he's been here helping him, enduring the pain, hasn't he, love, with you?
Yeah.
It's come along lovely, leaps and bounds. I personally think everyone's had enough content this weekend, so I'm going to say ta-ra to them.
Okay, bye.
Emilia, say ta-ra to everyone.
Bye-bye.
If you want to see more on how this van's progressing, come join us back next week. And until then, we'll see you in a bit.